Hi, guys. It's me, Christy. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing fantastic. I just wanted to pop on here for a few minutes and check in with you. Today is day two of me being Facebook free, and I cannot even express to you. I knew it was like the Matrix, but now that I'm completely off for 2 days, I find it fascinating because that's one of the biggest pieces of keeping people in the matrix. It's like this loop. Anyway, nonetheless, I'm elated to not be there. I have all this delicious, loving energy brought back to myself. I've had beautiful things occurring. Opportunities amazingly are happening. I had just the most amazing experience today. Interviewing at these springs, the hot springs. And so that was lovely and went extremely well. So I'm super excited about that. But I wanted to talk to you for just a second, and I'm going to do one of the 50 ways to stay in the present moment. I haven't done one of these in a while, and I'm just really feeling it. So, actually, there's two of them that are popping out to me. I'm going to switch. So we're going to be doing this card instead because this one seems good. I had a stack of them out for the week that I was going to be reading to you last week, and then the energies shifted and la la. So here we go. So here's your card. Okay, and here's what it says. It says, "Are you ready for the truth?" I don't know. Let's see what this says. Okay, it says, telling the truth we feel vulnerable is a scary proposition. Oh, wow. Okay, this is a perfect card. I'm going to reread that and I'm going to start from the beginning again. That just kind of caught me off guard because I actually hadn't read the card yet. Okay, ready for the truth? Telling the truth when we feel vulnerable is a scary proposition. Yet, whenever we are able to do so, all the energy previously locked up by our withholding becomes free to uplift and enliven us. That is so true, especially like if you have a lot of things that you hold back. Like if you don't like to be vulnerable in relationships and you really don't outwardly express or tell the other people that you love them because your subconscious is afraid that you're going to get hurt or that maybe you have abandonment issues, you might tend to not connect with people, therefore not being vulnerable. And this is telling you that if you do that, that it's going to help uplift and enliven you. So think of if you have all of those repressed emotions and you finally get to a space where you feel comfortable and you can be vulnerable. It's like, can you think of the velocity behind all of that? It's like pulling a cork out of a bottle, or when you shake up a pop, right? And you pop the top and it goes that releases so much energy that has been stuck inside of you, repressed. Oh my gosh, you would feel like you just lifted or removed like 1,000 pounds off of your shoulders. I'm not kidding you. I can literally just say that from, 2 days ago, removing Facebook. The energy that it was sucking out of me, ooh, I had no idea. So it enlivens us when we are allowing ourselves to speak our truth and be vulnerable. And it says, what hard truth have you been holding on to regarding someone important in your life? Before sharing this truth, rehearse your delivery with a supportive friend to make sure it is as clear and compassionate as possible. Then pick a time and a place to help you and the person involved communicate without blame or recrimination. Once it's all over, notice how much lighter you feel, right? I think that's beautiful. So I'm actually going to do one. I'll do two. So, a truth that I have is that my relationship with my children it breaks my heart because it's absolutely nowhere near what I would like for it to be right now. And I feel like I've done everything that I can, and I'm very comfortable with my end of the relationship. I am absolutely 100% possible or positive that I took 100% responsibility to heal the things within the relationship, and I've done all I can at this point. So therefore, I release that into source, even though it doesn't make me very happy. So I'm being vulnerable and saying that relationship is not what I would like. It is what it is for now, right? And I think I'm going to give one more. So I'm going to be real and honest, and I'm going to give a shout out to my twin flame. My twin flame ghosted, and so it's been quite some time. However, I haven't had the opportunity to be vulnerable with him and express my feelings because there's obviously some narcissism going on and some control issues, thus punishing me by being ghosting and avoiding. So I'm going to give a shout out to that person. I'm going to be vulnerable, and I'm going to say, I've never met anyone like you in my life, and I love you with all of my heart. And I am so grateful that you came into my life because you gave me some gifts that I didn't know I was missing. And those gifts were things of self love, self worth, and respect. And so to you, I say thank you. Because if it wasn't for you disrespecting me and devaluing me, I would never have seriously analyzed myself. And so for that, I'm super grateful. So that was truth. Were you ready for the truth? I've grown and evolved a lot from the situation, and I am not going to tell you any of this has been easy. However, I still stand tall, and I still push forward with my dreams, and I'm the one that's here winning. So, life is good in the hood, isn't it? I grew. Look at the level of confidence and calm that I developed from all of that because I had to go inward and do the dark night of the soul and the shadow work. And yeah, if it wasn't for such painful experiences, I don't think I would have been pushed to that level of inwardness and transformation. And so I'm grateful for that. So I hope that gives you guys, like, something to check in with yourself. You know how I like to do the mindfulness things with you. So, telling the truth. And what truths have you been holding back? Make yourself a safe place with yourself and the other person, just as the card says. And by the way, these are the Raphael Kushner 50 ways to say in the present moment. I love them. So, and if you need a medium, or excuse me, a mediator, do that. If you think that the relationship is something that can be salvaged and is worth salvaging, you should definitely do that. However, do realize that if you're in a toxic situation and the person that you're wondering if you should be vulnerable with, make sure they're not a narcissist and make sure they're not taking advantage of you. And, do consult with somebody that might be a detached situation. That way you can get clear insight because you don't want to be putting yourself in a situation where you're going to be harming yourself emotionally anymore. So I'm sending you guys much love and light from Christy and abundant healing and wellness. As it is above is below. As it is within is without. Until soon, guys. Namaste.